1.
Yay.
All right, coming up here. Hey, everybody, we are live. My name is Jeff Salmon, and for those of you who don't know, I'm here with Natalie Harvey, my life partner and co-founder of Twitch Pixel Studios. I'm also here with Mike Maffrey and Travis Fowler, as usual, working on our cartoon ideas. Mike, what are you working on today?
I am working on Zathina's body.
Nice.
What the rest of the costume looks like.
Yeah, and that's still that very Egyptian-style looking character, yeah? Nice. And it looks like, are you on to Rough and Tumble there, Travis?
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to the Rough and Tumble board today.
Awesome. And Natalie's back on Unicorn Dick, right?
Yep, still working on that. I've almost reached 260 panels now.
Ooh,
That's
damn.
a lot.
That's right. So for those of you who don't know, we founded Twitch Pixel Studios with the idea that we want to make the artists and the creators of the shows who make the shows, who put their blood, sweat, and tears into them, just as important as the voice actors and the directors and the creators of the shows, and let them have their own audience and let you guys come along in the journey from script to screen, through our ideas, through our cartoon ideas, through our comic book ideas, anything creative we're working on. We'll be doing live art, we'll be doing live storyboarding, we'll be doing pretty much every part of the process that we can live with you guys to kind of show you not only behind the scenes, but to let you kind of see the people who are passionate about these projects. And of course, make sure you follow us as Twitch Pixel Studios all around the web, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Also, you can find all of our artists' information, as I'll bring the panel up here after here, and make sure you follow them directly as well, because it's really all about the artists at Twitch Pixel. So please support our artists and enjoy the stream.
Yeah, better enjoy it.
Yay.
That's right. That's right. So now I'm just going to make sure that everyone heard me say that by checking the stream's audio. I'll be right back.
Hopefully not.
When will this end? Yeah.
There we go. Yep, works. We're alive, and you can hear everybody.
Nice.
Oh, 3.
Right, I'm actually working on something today too. I'm working on one of the characters that's been drawn up in our storyboards. I'm doing the Jelly Filler Killer, the evil jelly donut.
Ooh. The claw.
The claw, praise the claw. I gotta rewatch that movie. That was a really good, the first 2 Toy Stories really. Although I've been told the newest one was really good too.
I still haven't seen the 4th one yet. I need to at some point.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
They've never let me down, really. Even though at their worst they were still good, you know.
Yeah.
You got brains.
Oh yeah, I guess I should get the restream shadows in it, shouldn't I?
Oh, I think you forgot to mention the 2-hour stream today,
right.
Jeff.
Oh, right.
Right. For anybody who's watching, today we're only doing a 2-hour stream instead of a regular 3-hour stream. All of us have some obligations to get to after this, but we'll be back to our regular 3-hour stream next week.
That's right.
All right. Oh, so Mosley Flynn, you finally caught up to the main characters in our story, ain't it?
Yeah, it's nice to get back to these guys again. Kind of missed
Right.
them.
So what you working on there, Travis? What's the sequence?
This is back to Priscilla Possum and Ellie the Greater Gator Gibson. I'm just kind of cleaning up my super sketchy boards I made a few weeks back.
Right, that's the one where she like jumps over the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that sequence.
It's really fun. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make it a little more easy to tell what's going on.
Yeah. Iteration in all things in animation. I love drawing Unicorn Dick characters because they're intentionally craspy.
I'm glad you put characters at the end of that sentence.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're sad I put characters at the end of that sentence.
Little bit.
Here's a question for you Harmony users. What's your ideal smoothing level when drawing lines?
Ooh, I've been doing 30.
30? Okay, I'm gonna try that right now.
I like 20.
You like 20?
Yep.
20's a bit. My hand's a bit too shaky for that, and I think your guys' artist hands are more refined than mine.
Yeah, why don't you just go be a doctor? Jesus.
Working on it. Jeez. You're my first patient, bro.
Well, not very.
Ha ha.
Ha ha!
Wah wah.
I deserve that.
Ha ha ha!
All the puns I've been doing since I moved home, like my family, we are punners. 100%.
Oh yeah, I've been around them.
Yep.
Once they start, they don't stop.
That's right. Travis has been there, the poor bastard. Yeah, my family loved you, man. That was a great time at the steakhouse.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Getting to meet your mom too. That was another fun time. We got to meet each other's families. That's totally cool.
Yeah.
You're responsible for this? Oh, cool. I got a few notes.
Here's revision notes. Here's things.
I'll need these revisions by next week.
Yeah.
What does he mean by I can do better, mommy? I don't.
Keep drawing it like he's got icing on him, but it's really just that powder. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. Nat, you were working with
Maybe it is.
textured brushes in Toon Boom, right?
I have at times, yeah. Not with that character yet, though.
Do you find that they bog it down at all?
No, not really.
Okay. Maybe I'll try some textured brushes to get that nice look of the powder on them.
Yeah,
now I
there's
worry,
definitely.
of course. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a few I can think of, like the chalk one might be nice
Mm.
to give it a bit of a powdery look. Maybe.
My only concern then is like when you draw a new angle with it, is it gonna look like it's flickering because it's the texture? You know that issue you usually get when
Aw.
you move a texture or like a plaid texture on the character doesn't look
Oh.
like it, you know, stuff like that.
Might be some trial and error there.
Maybe I can draw the shape as a perfect circle and just use a clipping mask around the entire front of him to put it in so that it always is the same and I can just make it thicker or wider as needed.
Yeah.
What about your experience in that, Travis? I know you guys do some of that on the
Yeah,
shows you've worked on.
That's true. Let's see. So your concern is like the texture flickering with each drawing, or what was it?
Yeah, so basically you know how the Jelly Donut has that white powder on the top?
Yeah.
Well, I want to put that on the Jelly Filler Killer because it's a jelly donut, but I want to avoid that flickering texture of having to redraw it differently and it not matching the previous frame on the character rig, you know?
I know, like with certain pencil lines, you can create a texture, like a textured pencil line, and you can make your own pencil texture, like gritty lines. If you made like a white one with a certain, of course, it would start flickering, I guess, if it changed.
Yeah.
But it probably wouldn't do it as much as if it were just redrawn.
Yeah, and then my option that I was saying earlier is maybe I make a mask for the body, and I make a perfectly circle version that doesn't change of the powder on top that I can squeeze and stretch and
Yeah.
skew to fit when I turn him around, you know?
That's true. You may. Do you think you want to go for that kind of the example I want to use is chowder?
Yeah.
Where where the texture regardless of where they're they move and the texture kind of is still.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
like the Count of Monte Cristo type stuff too.
Yeah, that's another good example of that. Where
Yeah.
the texture is
It's static.
regardless of where static texture,
even to
yeah.
a point, what you see in BoJack Horseman on his neck and his face has got that texture, but it doesn't flicker when he turns his head turn. You know, it stays
Yeah.
congruent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give that a shot. I think that's probably what I'll have to do. I'll figure out how to use one of those texture brushes for the powder on top.
Or just make it like see-through and just have that as a static layer, like that only shows up on that particular character, but just have it as the entire frame, so that way no matter where that character is in the frame, right, on the screen, it still is just showing that texture.
That's a good yeah. But that's part of my job this stream is to mess around and figure that out.
And how?
So Nat, we've been doing thick outlines on the outside, right?
Yeah.
Outer edge. Okay. Do you happen to know what thicknesses you're making with the character? Oh, I guess that's when you were making the legs. That was a while back.
Yeah. 20 off
You
the top of my head. Try that.
Yeah, that looks about right. No,
Yeah.
that looks right. That looks about right.
Boot rate.
Uniform.
Back to shooting fireworks, huh?
Really? Oh, yeah. that makes
Already,
sense.
man. Middle of the day.
Yeah, the rain just lit up a minute ago. It's like back to fireworks. It's an all day.
Explosions!
It's
They
an all
were doing
month
it
thing.
last night too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're proud of our failing country.
Blow it up! Explosives! Celebratory explosives!
Yay! This is what we're gonna do to our own country!
Yup. At least you guys have a common goal.
That is true. And scary. But mostly
Right.
true.
Okay. There goes my sketchy version. Get rid of that ugly piece of junk. Bring in this beautiful piece of junk.
Kind of looks like a coffee bean.
Ugly junk. Beautiful junk.
I mean,
Only
I have
eyes
pretty
of
beautiful
the
junk.
beholder. Oh hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi. You do know. Oh, you know. Wait, this got awkward.
What? I thought we weren't going to talk about that on stream.
Jeff and I have been dating for 7 years.
Have we even known each other that? We must have known each other that long, though. 'Cause I
It was a
reached
blind
out
date
first.
for a half of it.
With the thumb be on it, I can't.
I've been recording scratch track stuff of me doing the stuff for the Dungeon Flipper trailer, and it's made me because there's like some dramatic narration at the beginning, and I'm like, I need if only I could get was it Mako or Mako, the guy who plays like Aku and Uncle Iroh. And,
Oh,
But he's
nice.
dead.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
dead.
and I know, yeah, and he did the really famous narration for
Samurai Jack.
Conan the Samurai Jack and Conan the Barbarian both
Long
Like,
ago,
like-
in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior, wielding a magic sword, sought to oppose me.
Wow, you know
Wow.
that by heart.
Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and sent him into the future, which is Aku. Well, my evil is La!
Fucking love that guy so much. Rest in
Okay.
peace.
And
Well-
so the guy who took over for him in Avatar, there's a big article I read about how he refuses to sing the
Soldier Boy.
Soldier
Oh.
Boy.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Huh.
'Cause out of
There's
respect-
another song with that name.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Wait a
it's called
minute.
like Leaves in the Wind or something. I forget.
Yeah,
But
the
yeah.
song that he sings, yeah.
Because the next voice actor keeps getting asked by the fans, "Can you sing the song?" He's like, "I can't. It's not mine. It's his, and out of respect, I won't sing it." And I really respect him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was on that episode where they like post the like kind of in memoriam thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is always kind of a surreal thing with like movies and stuff, where you like an actor who has died, like during production or whatever, is like they're kind of still alive on the screen there.
Have you guys seen award-winning movie trailer?
I think so. Is it the one that's like the catchphrase?
Catchphrase!
Yeah.
Actor who later died this year.
Right.
Uh-oh, where did my colors go?
It's my fault.
That's what you get. All just sketches until someone loses an art.
Oh.
It's all just fun. It's all just sketching. What? Sketching what? Sketching lines until someone loses an arm. A hand or an arm.
I sacrifice my hand to the arts, but then you can't do art.
That's why it's a sacrifice.
Right.
But then you can't do art. Shut up!
Well, even then, this life finds a way.
Whatever Jeff
Life
Goldblum.
finds a way.
Life, Oh, life finds a way. I always thought it was life,
Yeah,
Life,
then,
finds
you
a
have,
way.
then you have to turn the page. It finds a way.
Life, oh.
Oh yeah, I gotta finish my sentences first. Someone never would have told me that I'd be drawing a jelly filler killer donut character in my life. And here I
Life's funny that way.
am. Life is hilarious that way. I mean, no one told I was gonna draw a nipple monster either, but that happened.
Oh yeah. Can't take that back.
Put that
Nope.
genie back in the bottle.
It's got pictures.
There's proof.
Evidence! Pasta it. He's actually turning out pretty good. I didn't give him myself enough room. There you go. Smooth and too high for drawing straight lines.
We can hold down the shift button for some straight lines.
Yeah. Oh right. Oh yeah. Pencil tool.
But sometimes,
Only
but
some.
sometimes they're, yeah. Well, sometimes they end up looking a little too straight.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
Yeah, it loses that organic hand-drawn
Yeah.
look, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 6 million pesos man. You can only fight crime when it's not raining.
Oh no, my weakness! Weather!
Just wetness, moisture.
Oh no, humidity! No!
Oh, the humidity!
Oh.
Oh my god.
I gotta work that into
Okay.
gotta work that into the show somehow. Me and Mike were talking about a new character I came up with. He's gonna be an informant for Mosley Flynn. He's a lounge singer named Frank Cilantro, and his band name is the Berry Jam Band. Because it was the Harry James Band is one of the bands Strange and Usher played with. So it was like Berry Jam Band, and there was just going to be a bunch of fruit, or berries, obviously, and they jam out all the time. So the Berry Jam Band.
Oh, that's cool.
Frank Cilantro and the Jerry Band.
Frank Cilantro.
So good. So happy I came up with that. Arms might be a bit short. But I guess it's a cartoon. You can always just stretch them as needed. So many shortcuts in cartoons. You don't realize until you work the industry.
Like, they gotta get their arms there somehow.
Or like the invisible pocket they can pull pretty much anything out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bag of holding every animated character has. Alright, let's start sorting through colors. Add a new palette.
Let's start sorting through colors. Let's start sorting colors.
So that'll be line work. Pupils. Duplicate that. Call that one. Hair should be basically his eyebrows. Oh, it's nice to actually be doing art again instead of just sitting here and chatting.
Yeah.
Art.
Doing the art. wow, she looks super happy, Travis.
Yep, she's so excited about having about getting this to fight rough and tumble next week. Jump into that couch. Knock over all of her snacks.
Snacks.
Heresy!
All the snacks gone.
Not my snacks. Not my gumdrop buttons.
Just rewatched that.
Yeah.
So it still holds up.
Yeah.
It does.
Although the animation looks like it's made in a game engine now.
Yeah. A lot of the weird textures and
It's the textures and the lighting that really mess with it.
You know what? They did amazing for what they had to work with.
Oh, 100%. Well, they set the standard for 3D animation, you know?
I remember like seeing some like how it got made stuff for Shrek and like that apparently they did like a whole pass of the movie where Mike Myers didn't have a Scottish accent,
Huh.
and then afterwards like after all the animation was done, he's like, actually wait, I want to do it with a Scottish accent. Let's do it all again.
Oh, really?
Well, they may have not have been that far along, but they were a good ways into it. And he's like, hold up, what if I had a Scottish accent the whole time?
And you know what? It's a good thing they did.
Yeah, it would be weird if he didn't have that. A very like. Imagine being like, "What are you doing in my swamp?"
Yeah, what are you doing in my swamp? So what are you doing in my swamp?
Should what about Austin Powers?
Hi, baby. What are you doing in my swamp?
That'd be real weird.
Honestly, it's not mine.
It is shit, Austin.
Princess Fiona, baby.
Oh my god.
I can't do that. You're drunk. It's not right.
Even Austin Powers.
Yep.
That's what Austin Powers do.
Zachary Quinto does. I had a friend who looks exactly like exactly like Zachary Quinto. He keeps Quinto. I'm gonna keep saying Quinto. But he kept getting mistaken for it on the stage. And they're like,
That's
"This way,
hilarious.
sir," and he's like, "Actually, I work with Ubisoft." Dude, you're due to talk. No, it's not him. Anyways, we were all very tired and drunk one night, and we were walking the streets after events like you do, and we were like, another person mistook him, and they were like stalking us from behind, and then we started I started singing about like how you walk or how he walks and stuff, and it was just, that's what Zachary Quinto does. So the whole rest of the event, it was just that whatever John did, and we were bored, we'd mimic it, and like, that's what Zachary Quinto does.
That's hilarious. Very fitting.
Oh, I don't. What does he? I haven't seen him in anything in a while.
Well, since
ever
Star Trek, really.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get that big, you can just take some time off.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't.
Was that a Zachary Quinto impression?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. It seemed like a bit to me.
A bit weird.
Hey.
Ha 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 hey. Ha 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 hey.
Hey, dude. Yeah, this is Brad.
You watch Yesterday by chance?
No.
I'm
Oh,
going to see it at some point. I hear it's
so good. Do you even know what's about, Mike?
Yeah.
Nice.
If the Beatles didn't exist, and then this dude was just playing the songs that he learned because in his world, or his part of the universe, it did, right?
Yep. But it's funny because the producers make him rewrite one of the songs, which is that, into Hey Dude. And so he
Right.
re-releases it as that, and then people who also remember the original Beatles find him, and he's like, I'm so sorry. They're like, we get it. Yeah, it was really good. I highly suggest it. Also, we talked about it last week with Travis, is Jojo Rabbit. Definitely watch
Yeah.
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. So worth it. Sugoi. Indeed.
I watched a YouTube video of Taika this morning on Vanity Fair during the Toronto Film Festival talking about how he possibly pitched a movie with an imaginary friend, Hitler.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
Especially to Hollywood.
Apparently he wrote it in like 2002 or 3 or something like that, and then he didn't make it to 2017 when Sony came to him and said, we want to make this now.
Oh.
And he's like, you do know you know what this is, right? You know who Hitler is, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, he's the president of the United States, right? No, I mean...
Oh.
No,
No,
Hitler
no.
was a better Hitler than this one.
That's true.
This is so bad. It's like, at least, no, like I'm never gonna compliment Hitler, but I will say that at least that
No, he
guy
was more
seemed to know
organized.
what the fuck he was doing.
Definitely more organized, for sure.
God. Get this fucking brat out of office, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking trust fund baby. My dad gave me a very small business loan of $1 million. Okay.
Which I
Alright.
blew entirely.
Alright, dude. Alright. I'll see you in court, and then I'll see you in court. Then I'll see you in court. And then I'll see you in court.
Suing. It's the American way.
You killed
It
my
is,
son,
right?
I'll sue you! At least you can get your son back. I'm still gonna sue! It's not about my son anymore, it's about my pride!
Oh, right in the pride.
Ooh, American pride. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Proud to be an American! Okay, why?
Yeah, explain that part, please.
What are we doing that you should be proud of? I mean, we've done things, but we've given the wrong people credit.
So you said the chalk texture, right, Nat? That one worked well for you?
Yeah, try that one.
Won't let me select it for some reason. Oh, I have to turn it on with the little checkbox first, don't I? No, won't let me do that either.
Oh yeah, you're in there. If you go to, it's hard for me to see on your screen, but there's something in there that you can check to allow you to use those.
Yeah, it's usually the checkbox right next to the tab name. Little white box there. It won't let me. I'm gonna make a new brush. We're gonna call this
So you're in brush.
white powder, not to be mistaken with a very close sentence that I won't say. Oop, I wrote it that way and I shouldn't have. Powder.
Nice bit! Nice bit!
You like
Spicy!
that?
Real spicy!
Bit too spicy for my legs.
Ooh, Mike, I think actually you got the thumb on the wrong.
Wrong side? I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
it totally is. It totally is. I was like, God damn it.
Well, I mean, like you can fix it just by having that little bit of a line for the.
Yep, did it.
The meat there.
Already on it.
No.
Already on it.
Alright.
I was
It's all
like,
good.
I
It
was
happens-
wondering
it
when I
happens
drew
all,
that.
man.
I'm like, is that? And I tried to hold my hand up. And I'm like, my brain won't function right now.
It's all good. It happens to all of us.
Help.
It sure does.
That's why reference is so important.
What? You don't just freehand everything?
Hells no!
Then why did you learn anatomy?
Fuck that.
Did I learn anatomy?
Trial by fire.
feel like I'm drawing something.
The different Millennium items. When I was doing research for like tarot card stuff, I was disappointed to figure out it didn't have ancient mystical origins like the
Oh no.
Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Oh no, not at all. There's again McCrawley. Real weird dude.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like a lot of it because originally they were just playing. They both tarot cards and bicycle cards have the same like ancestor basically.
Really?
Yeah, because like because tarot cards have 4 suits and like 1 to 10, like a jack, a knight, and a page, a knight, a king, and a queen.
Huh.
It's just the same but with a few extra cards. But I think it was the Marseille deck. I think was what both bicycle and tarot cards are both based off of. And then all the mysticism comes from like the mid 1800s.
Interesting.
That is really
So
interesting.
it's a lot of it. It's not like in Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like I actually found these cards in an ancient Egyptian like tomb and they have magic powers.
Tomb.
Tomb 1, Tomb.
Whom am I speaking to? Well,
Whom am I speaking?
so what year
Oh
did
my
the
God.
cards come out?
If you have a mummy, Travis, to whom am I speaking?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now I need to make a new brush preset for the pencil tool. To convert brush lines to pencil lines to brush lines. There we go. Oh, let me change the brush. Okay. Reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still need to do more research on it, but I think there was another old theory of thought in geography that looking into, I'm thinking was kind of like the ancient aliens of its day, and that's the lost continent of Mu, which I'm starting to. Basically, was this idea that like, basically the majority of the Pacific Ocean used to be one big continent, and that a lot of the and that it all sank under the ocean. Which doesn't make any sense geographically, because like there's the Marianas Trench down there, and it's not shaped the way they had drawn maps of how it could have existed.
Huh.
I think I was looking into it, because I think it shows up in a few different like a French anime cartoon from back in the 80s called The Mysterious Cities of Gold that hinges, I think, on it. I think a lot of its speculation, spreading of it was like from European explorers. I'm almost like wondering if they just saw, the Polynesian people and like, there's no way these people could have gotten to these islands on their own. Obviously they were part of a big continent that sunk, and it's like, or they just were good at sailing and navigating. And they're like,
Yeah.
No.
couldn't be.
I couldn't be.
Nay, not that.
Hey.
Couldn't.
Alright, see if I can get this mask. Probably throw in. Color node there. That.
Probably do some more research though. I think it's also referenced in a Mothra movie.
Ah!
Yes,
Mothra's known.
classic
Godzilla
source
knows
of-
best.
Important information, historical.
Behold the sacred texts!
In rebirth of Mothra 2. References.
And Lord Mothra doth come down from the sky and bless the land.
Let's not we forget a time she fought Godzilla. and
Absolutely.
and pupated in the Japanese Capitol building.
Pupated. Sounds so gross.
It does sound kind of weird. to say it like
Sounds
that.
really gross.
What
What are you doing? Pupating?
Ugh.
That's what he does in what's his name in Kipo? Fucking
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
there's one guy. It's like he has a normal name like Greg or Steve or something. I forget what it's called.
Pupate.
Or Frank. Or something.
Frank, I think it's Frank. Might be Frank.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it being a strangely normal sounding name. But yeah, that guy does with it. I made it to the first season. I need to watch the second season of Kipo.
It's definitely a taste of something.
That's one way to put it.
It's interesting because like every
If you have any
society in
disbelief, suspend it all.
that- well, it's like every society has like is based on an animal and a genre of music, and that's
true.
basically
That's their thing.
yeah. Like that, I think the first people you meet are the Mod Frogs, who are
Yep.
all like wearing suits,
Jazz
and, like
Yeah.
yeah. But they're less on the nose. It's not as on the nose as like Trolls
Like-
2 World Tour.
Yeah.
Where it's
Oh,
like the
jeez.
Country Trolls and the Rock Trolls. It's more like 80s aerobic jazzercise music and what were some of the other ones? There was like I guess there were Lumber Cats. Like,
Lumbercats!
They were very good.
Lumber!
Cats.
Lumber! Lumber! Lumbercats! Oh!
Oh.
The other ones, there were.
Lion.
I forget. Oh yeah, there was the Snakes. I think they were like punk, or were they heavy metal? think
I don't remember
was
the Snakes.
I think that the Snakes they were briefly. It was right after they befriended the Lumber Cats, and they were like, "Oh no, the Snakes are showing up," and they had like a spat. I think the Punks were the Skunks. There was Punk Skunks,
Punks
Wow.
were the Skunks.
and then like the Birds were like the Top Gun soundtrack. It was all very-
Yeah,
all
they
very
totally
Danger
were.
Zone. Yeah. So I guess like I don't know, like maybe like rock or something. But yeah, it's not as on the nose, but it's still very much. I'm like, what genre of music is this? Oh yeah, and then like the main bad guy was classical music.
Yep.
It's like they're all, classical music is always villainous for some reason. Like it's very fancy.
It's because it's a villain in so many people's lives. You want to learn an instrument? Oh, I'm gonna show you some music you're gonna hate.
Yeah, play some pop.
What was Beethoven? Da na na na.
It's very menacing. I guess.
Da na na na.
I mean, and then the wolves were like rap music, which was funny because they were like very sciencey. They were like these nerd wolves who like rapped about the Big Bang.
I remember this. I remember how awkward it was.
These things that happen. Well, I mean, it's John Hodgman rapping about stars and stuff.
They must have had so much fun.
It was pretty fun. I think that was the part where I was on the fence with the show, and I think it was that rap song that like I'm like, oh okay, I got you now. I'm getting into this. It's incredibly.
It's about that time when it was very obviously would make fun of itself, or
Yeah,
or like break the wall, like shut up, main character. Like it's good because it is so ridiculous at times that you're like, okay, how could the characters that are even in this universe right now take this seriously? A giant flea?
Oh yeah, that was fun. The giant flea, and they ended up having to use the flea to navigate like these giant dogs. Which is weird. When I say that out loud, it sounds.
Very
Right?
interesting concept. I only got through the first 3 episodes, I think, on my own. Mind you, I was doing other things while I was watching. It's actually a pretty good show for that background. It sounds more and more interesting the more you talk about it.
You know, you just kind of have to bite the bullet and be like, I'm still gonna watch. I'm gonna just see where this goes, and then finally you're like, okay, I'm there. It took a while. It did fucking take a while, but I'm there. I'm following.
Alright, what do you guys think of that? Does that look a little too white-faced for you?
That looks
Wow.
awesome. Nice.
Yeah, there you go. You got that powder on.
Yeah, and it's in a mask too, so I can actually move it around within there. And
Have you been playing with the opacity of it, making it a little lighter maybe? Could be good.
yeah, I was thinking of throwing a transparency node under there and lowering the transparency a little. 'Cause it's a bit much. Mind you, probably better if I just erased lightly with transparency. Can you erase with transparency in this? I don't think you can you? No, you can't.
Yeah, you can have a faint, or your well. Yeah, no, I swear you can. You have to be able to.
Solid vector, size, hardness, spacing, spacing. Transparency. Bing!
There you go.
Oh, no, but it won't let me change anything.
What?
I might have to do a textured vector brush for it. Textured eraser, maybe? There we go.
So you're trying to adjust the textured art or do like a mask setup?
Well, I have the mask set up with a cutter on the textured art, but what I want to do is use an eraser just to make it more subtle instead of so stark contrast compared to the... I think I might be able to do that. Yeah, it works! Nice. Thanks, Nat.
You bet.
Internet.
That's me.
Oh, no. Didn't work. Mwah,
What?
mwah. Yep, no, I'm gonna have to use a transparency node. That's fine. That's just another workaround. Thank you, Toon Boom, for having all these workarounds.
You're welcome, Jeff.
Where the fuck did that go?
I mean,
man, and then
go ahead.
sometimes with work or I guess even personal stuff, like having to do the effect of having a character who's like has like a rim of like shadow on them, and to have it be kind of like offset from the they have that little bit of, and I think the way I came to setting that up in with my rigs and stuff, like it's very much like paper clips and bubble gum. I mean, just like had this giant web of nodes, and then at work I saw somebody's like had it done down to like a 2-node system, and I'm like, oh, I don't have to like copy and paste like 7 different cutters on themselves. Whoops.
That must be nice.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, all I have to do is like put a tone, a cutter, and like a fly peg transformation was all I had to do.
You know, you work with
Interesting.
what
Yeah,
you
that
got
makes
and what
sense.
you know.
Yeah,
Very
sometimes
much
that works,
so.
you can do that. Sometimes I make multiple copies of the whole rig and set up like 7 different cutters.
I'm sure that also like helped on processing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, definitely. It made it a lot less chunky to use.
I ended up using a lot of color art or line art isolation nodes too, and I like to try and lower that if possible, but sometimes you just have no choice. Especially if you want that line art to show over top of everything at all times, you know? No? Yeah, I even had there. I had to pull out the line art from the sketch layer, or the actual art layer, throw it in front of everything so that all the color art remained underneath it, while I still use that color art full call out for the cutter, for the dough line, and for the white powder. Shut up. So many inappropriate jokes I could make, but not the time. Alright. There you go. Looking good. Yes.
Oh my god, a vampire cheese, and he goes, good, good.
Yeah.
Vampire cheese, that's
Yep.
good.
Nice.
Yes.
Come to suck your mold.
He's like always like really after goats, and you don't ever get to see it. You just hear it.
I've come to make you shit. Alright, let's start breaking this down into actual layers now.
Actual.
Like ogres, they have legs.
Like an onion.
I don't care what everybody likes.
Shrek stream!
Extreme.
Get wrecked.
Get shreked.
Get shrickety shrickety shreked! Like,
I keep
with
hearing
none
rumors
of
about them doing a reboot.
Have you guys seen Polar Opposites or Solar Opposites?
No, not yet. How is it?
Yeah,
First
no.
episode.
It way more South Parky in terms of like it's gonna tackle political climate.
Ooh.
Like there's just an episode where there's a girl character and she wants to empower herself, and so she looks where women are being oppressed and she can't find it. And I thought it was like, oh, you're gonna say, because like all the kids her age are like, hey, you can't start a club with just females only, it excludes genders, and it's like backfires on her. It's hilarious.
Role reversal. I like it. That's what it's all about, is just pointing out the hypocrisy in anyone's, argument.
Yeah,
with
it's
that fact,
it's
right?
very politically charged in terms like it's totally like Roland. Well, maybe I don't know who's the main writer. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
It's
like
this
created
is
by
Roland, I
Roland,
think.
but
yeah.
so, I don't
but
know exactly.
Harmon's not even involved in that one. That's truly just his, right?
Yeah, I didn't see Dan in it at all.
I don't think he wanted to be a part of it. Plus, he's still got Rick and Morty going strong.
How many seasons are they assigned for again?
4 new seasons,
Yeah.
Wow.
72 episodes.
I think like Dan Harmon's also doing a new show with Fox. I think that I saw some like. rumors
What
about
the
that.
fuck?
That, and they're heavily talking about bringing Community back for a movie.
Huh.
It's just like Donald Glover's character's like, yeah, I tried rapping for a bit, didn't like it.
They talked about that. They did one of those live stream read-throughs recently. I can think of it now. And they were talking about how would he come back and all that, and he's like, I think he'd just, be sitting on the boat somewhere nice and sunny and totally, flaking out on his obligations, and then come back and just be like, yeah, I did it. I got money now. Okay, so that's the dough line. That's the base. That's the white powder overlay. Arms and legs, and then the sketch layer, which is actually line art or body. It's weird making these characters in Unicorn Dick too, because half of them don't have a traditional body, like an upper torso and a lower torso and a waist. They just, it's like, it's a donut with arms and legs.
Trying to apply rules to a ruleless universe.
Exactly. There's no logic here! That's pretty good. But it'll make animation easier. A couple of deformers on there, and I can make him look like he's got an upper body and a lower body.
Deformers!
Deformers and meats?
I don't know. So what popped
wish
into
it
my
made-
head immediately was...
I wish it made that cool noise every time you use a deformer in Toon Moon. It's like, yeah.
Everyone knows it.
Every time I make that, someone's like, "How do you do that noise?" I'm like, "Say Cocoa Cookies, but whisper it."
My favorite thing was is still to this day just from Family Guy. Optimus Prime's Jewish, and it just shows like a fucking yarmulke appearance. It's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
The
Oh,
good
there's a new
stuff.
show we watched. Oh, was it Crossing Swords by the creators of
Oh,
Robot
yeah, how's that
Chicken?
been?
It's a lot better than I expected it to be, and it's actually a congruent story. It's not just a bunch of skit stuff.
Yeah.
But like
What's wrong with skit stuff?
Simple, they used really like it's almost like those really simple kids toys that have no arms and legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, little
Oh,
people.
but it actually works really well.
Alright.
It's
Saving
pretty
budget.
fun. Yeah, exactly.
How can we do more with less, guys? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
They can have no extremities.
I like that. Let's go with that.
Have something by Tuesday. Today's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly. You're fired.
Wait, you're rehired again. We need you. Finish this up, then you're fired. Train your replacement, and then you're fired.
America.
You call.
America. Team America, you're fired.
Fired.
Yeah, he looks okay. I'm not sure if I like it. The texture is almost too realistic. I'm wondering if I just have to fake it with regular vector line work.
Mm.
So what do you
Make
think,
it till you
Nat?
make it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. But is it going to work for animation though? That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, with the way I have it set up with the cutter and the mask, it won't get that flicker effect because all I have to do is move it on the body like so and stretch it out, right? So the edges will always look the same as they were drawn the first time, which is really what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Great.
I'm totally overthinking it, man. Look at him. He's adorable.
You were thinking it? Come on now.
Yeah, right? Me overthink? Ha!
Come on now.
Me obsessive compulsive? Ha!
Was that laugh okay?
Okay, guys? Does that sound realistic to you?
Yeah.
A totally real laugh.
I love it. I love it. Notes for you, Jeff. Happier with your mouth open.
You sound like Jeff Goldblum giving me directions.
Peaches.
In cream?
Just peaches.
No.
Budget.
Millions of peaches?
It's
Peaches
just
for free?
no. It's an indie budget.
Oh, the nut peaches nectarines.
Yeah. Oh god. Just
Honeydew.
color. Just painted golf balls that are orange. Where'd you find the? How'd you find the golf balls? Oh, we found them in this park. It was weird. It kept raining down. What are you doing, kitty?
I like that shot you got there, Travis. It was just the legs and the tail
Just the
peeking
legs
over the
and the
couch.
tail.
Out of context, it makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
Kind of looks just like two snakes behind looking over a couch.
Ooh, yeah, the peeking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tail coming up over the back. Oh, Flynn's getting ready in his firearm stance because his horn is his gun. He's like, you actually hear like a physical when he loads his horn.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh god.
Don't you flippin' move. Pop a
Yeah.
cherry on top before you can say chocolate squizzler.
That's right.
Chocolates.
I warned you.
You don't test me.
Don't test me, that's right. 1 o'clock already, so a little
Wow.
spiel for anybody who is watching. I may have missed some people chatting to us. I hope I didn't. No, no one's watching.
Not yet.
That's fine though. So
no
yeah,
one's
just
watching.
a little
It's
heads up,
4th of July.
everybody. We are Twitch Pixel Studios. For those who are just joining us, we are a collaborative group of artists who are trying to make our own cartoons, our own comics, our own art, together live with you guys to show off the people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into these things outside of just the voice actors and the creators and the directors and the producers. These are the people who come together to work collaboratively to actually make these animated shows happen from script to screen. And we wanted to do it live with you guys, so make sure you follow our artists around on their social streams, both on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever they want to be posted. I will put up a little tag at the end of the stream which shows all their different social tags. Also follow Twitch Pixel Studios around too across the web on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And yeah, feel free to join in on any of our live streams and ask questions while we work, learn about our process, or just talk geek with us. Anyways, back to it, guys.
Back to it.
Chips.
Oh, yeah, they finally put Hamilton on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I still need to. Now I can finally see the context.
What it's all about.
Yes, I keep wondering because like it's one of those things like and to be able to actually see the play is like very difficult because it's Broadway and it's very popular.
Yeah.
And you have to like win a lottery, I think, to even get tickets for it.
Oh,
I mean,
jeez.
back in before everything got shut down. But now I can finally understand. I can finally see the things. I've heard the soundtrack, which I'm assuming covers it, but
So is
maybe
this
there's
a
something
live
in between.
taping of a live Broadway show, or is it like a movie they did?
It's a live taping.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you'll
it's
get the
live.
actual feel then.
Yeah, so that'll be neat. See how they do the scenes. I don't know.
On
It's
stage.
always- On stage, yeah, it's like the gun duels and the battles and the
All right.
parliamentary procedures.
Boy, it couldn't be more poignant than now, eh?
Yeah.
Alright. I've now got my base for him, so let's change up some of these colors. There we go. That looks a bit more proper.
Yeah, I love the detail around the scene. That looks awesome.
Sorry, what was that?
I love the detail around the donut scene.
Yeah.
Filler killer really looks like a donut now.
You really got to get that seam in there because that's where they put two pieces and then fill it, right? Now I got the hole in the bottom is where he squirts his jelly filling out from between his
Yeah.
Uh, use that, call that seam line. Too dark. Yeah, otherwise it just kind of looked weird with that open space there. It had to be like this nice break between the two halves of them. Turned out good.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
As you should be.
I keep forgetting that this Cintiq is not a touch screen. I keep holding my hand just above it. It's making my wrist tired, but I don't have to. switch over my Cintiq 2 to get to my keyboard on my laptop. This is not a great setup.
Yeah, I know, like, it's always, like, I have a hard time stepping other people's computers, like, Cintiq setups, being left-handed.
Oh, that must suck.
Because everyone, yeah, it's which side you put the keyboard on, like...
Yeah.
I do all my keyboard shortcuts on my right hand and draw on my left, but it's the opposite for most people. So I'm always having to, like Mozart showing off, have to cross my arms and like do things.
I can totally picture you all being all schmarmy like in like one of those frilly neck things on, doing your artwork across
the
your
big
hands.
poofy wigs all
Yeah.
crossed.
You know, you could probably rock it. I bet you could rock one of those.
Yeah, dressed like a 1700s like aristocrat.
Yeah.
Go to a masquerade.
We need more masquerades in life. That needs to come back.
Insert topical humor about masks here. Cries.
All visible drawing layers. That's the PO for it. So that's really huge outside of the cutter. Huh. Alright. Getting there. I'm getting there. Group. Jelly filler. Killer. Insert composite. But whatever. I made it work. Well, that doesn't look right.
Oh yeah, the other day, could have been a coincidence, but I heard some fireworks going off on the 1st, so I wonder if there are some Canadians in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I wonder.
Granted, I hear fireworks going off, or maybe gunshots, from other random days of the year as well, but at first I was like, that's probably, maybe it's someone
Could be some
celebrating.
Canadians. No, that means if that's the case, though, that means there's some Canadians stuck in the States right now. Poor guy. Alright, looking good. Some group now. No, some territory. I better save this. That might be a good idea, eh, guys?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Control S! So
good.
that would actually be UD underscore. Save. back up. Oh, read only. Whoops. I always forget to make the files right to modify into them. I mean, I like that they have that, so I don't accidentally screw it up and overwrite something.
Right.
Nope, flux undo. Okay, backed up. Feels so good to have it back up.
Okay, I back.
You back. Yeah.
I back. I back, bitch. Save it there. A few minutes.
So much art.
Still like this style list.
Here, I'm gonna bring up you, Mike, when you show up. Okay, no, I'm not.
I already switched. That.
There we go.
Don't know exactly what she's doing. She's standing. And I don't know what I'm doing with boots yet.
A very JoJo Egyptian pose.
Yeah!
Pretty good.
JoJo Egyptian.
Now I'm gonna go back to my other style here. I just like how clean it ends up looking.
Yeah, the no outline style.
Yeah. Portraits. This is gal. I like this. This law.
That's back.
Yep. I give you permission.
Mm-hmm.
Monza, let's see. How do all? Happy Independence Day. Yeah, hey Mom, happy 4th of July to you too. We're here, as per usual, doing our art stream.
That's right. Soup stream.
I know someone's hammering, but it sounds like someone's like really awkwardly clapping.
Is that somebody in your background?
I don't know.
Weird.
I just figured it was like maybe coming Jeff Mike. This is coming from Jeff's mic.
Could be.
I'm checking to make sure it wasn't me.
Hmm.
Man, if you're still building the office, are you guys in the office space or like close to
No.
it? Samurai?
No, we're not physically close to it. Close-ish. That's weird. Yeah.
Mom says, creating these wonderful worlds. And she says, Natalie, I love the hat on the unicorn.
Yeah. Eh? It's so cute. It's hard to draw though, but it's cute. And I wish I could bring it back on screen, but my keyboard, being Bluetooth, has just died.
Yay!
And now I'm trying to find the cord so I can charge it. Ugh, cordy cord.
Not so yay.
I know. And it's like deleting things on me and I can't bring it back. Ah. I might have to step away for a second.
Got a cookie on Jeff's screen. I just want to bite it. Like it's a jelly donut.
Yeah, could be a cookie. It does look like a cookie.
Careful, don't mistake the cookie. The chocolate chip cookie for the Nibble monster. You're gonna be in for a surprise.
Ooh.
I
Hopefully,
guess anything that's round and tan colored often tends to look like cookies.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Cookies ruining it for everything else around the tan.
I was thinking of other things that look like cookies, and my mind went to sand dollars. I'm like, ooh. I was like, my first thought was like, oh, why don't they make more cookies that look like sand dollars? And then I'm like, uh-oh, but then kids would just start eating sand dollars off the beach. I dreamed up a beautiful dream, and then it was crushed instantly. I was like, yeah, sand dollar cookies.
And you
Wait
did
a
all
minute.
of that to yourself.
Yes, I'm a master at ruining my own expectations.
Oh no.
You could probably make a pretty good spread of taste. Somebody called them Great British Bake Off. I got a whole theme for
A
them.
whole new thing. Sand dollars.
Sand dollar cookies and like I don't know jellyfish, like jelly thing. Some kind of way of making a tart out of like making it look like a jellyfish.
Ha! Yes.
It could be done, but I'm sure they would eat that up at Great British Bake Off.
What the fuck are you doing?
You could do a whole theme based on things that wash up on the beach. Dang, I like that idea, Travis. But you were right, darn kids. Yeah, they'd eat those sand dollars.
Darn kids eating all them sand dollars.
Sand dollars and jellyfish. SpongeBob has made it does make it very convincing that jellyfish make jelly that you can eat.
It's not safe. Not a safe for children. Pretty sure mostly adults watch it anyway.
Ooh, a party theme. Things that wash up on the beach. Yeah, you could do like a driftwood cake. Like something with seaweed, a seaweed salad, I guess. Which I guess you could technically get already, but make it look more like seaweed you find on the beach. What else washes up on the beach? Just trash.
Tires.
Tires.
A trash salad.
A bundt cake that looks like a tire.
What are you guys talking
I
about?
mean, I was talking about how like sand dollars look like cookies, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
the idea of making like a sand dollar cookie. But then my mind wandered to like all the things that you can tasty food you can make that look like things that wash up on the beach.
Oh. Tasty beach items.
Tasty beach.
Tasty.
Hmm.
So what was going on there? My mic was making weird noises or something?
It sounded like a hammer.
Oh, that's weird.
It sounded like someone in the background was like.
Mom says, Travis, I saw a squirrel with a mangy tail. I thought of you. Wink. Thank you. Out of context, it sounds.
Wow,
very,
that's your mom?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about, me and my sister, and well, I guess the whole family were talking about how squirrels can lose all the hair on their tail and be very ghastly looking. But
yeah.
I guess Mom saw that, saw one herself. Mom says, Jeff, I ate the donut.
No! It's called the jelly filler killer, so that and you might want to see a doctor. You might be in there stabbing you.
Jeff, I
Yeah,
gotta
that's a great
reboot. Can you, might want to cover up my screen for a few minutes.
What was that?
I'm gonna reboot. Can you,
Oh, just reboot. It's okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going off. Be right back.
See you in a bit.
Good.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Alright.
She's still there, guys.
At the moment, yes.
You's a liar!
Weirdest things are happening in my Toon Boom.
Did you get your undo back from it deleting things?
No. It was weird. Every time I clicked on a panel, it would just delete it. Like, just because I clicked on it.
Huh.
Yeah, so hopefully you didn't
So
really
did you-
delete those.
Did you Control Z a bunch of it before closing and everything?
Nope, I tried. It wouldn't do it. So, here I go rebooting. I'll be right back.
Here I go again.
No, hopefully she didn't lose too much work. I know how frustrating that can be.
I'm thinking of things that I thought were food but weren't food. But it's not like what you think. But I was mostly just thinking of in Home Alone 2, the guy who owns Duncan's toy chest gives Kevin these 2 turtle dove Christmas ornaments. And for some reason, I always thought that they were like candy or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, I want to eat those turtle doves. But as an adult, I'm like, that's the Christmas ornament. You don't need it.
Just got a really creepy, like, Carrie picture of you just, like, ripping out a dove. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, one store franchise I was thinking of the other day. I'm pretty darn sure they don't have them in Canada. I wonder if they have them in Kansas City, but either they go by 2 different names: Romancing the Stone or Earthbound.
Romancing the
They're in
Stone is a movie from way back in the day.
Yeah. There's a store that took the name of the movie.
Huh.
See, oh wait, Mom says something. Hey Travis, what's the difference between the red lines and the black lines? I never knew about the turtle doves. The red lines for the red lines for me are kind of my sketch layer. They're kind of rough lines that are I just kind of got them there super quick. The black lines are me cleaning up and kind of tracing things over to get them all cleaned up and stuff.
The refining phase.
Yeah, back in the day, I'd be drawing my comics, and I draw it all in pencil, and then ink it with a pen. And this is very much the same kind of thing, but with just red lines instead of pencil lines.
The more
I
you
can't
know.
I can't make a perfect drawing in one go. I need to sketch it out first.
I'm the same way.
Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm sure you do too. Where you're like, holy I didn't plan for this, but okay, let's go. Let's follow this line. You make like the perfect line, and you're like, all right, I'm following you. Where are you going? Where are you going?
But oh yeah, Mike, do they have either Romancing the Stones or Earthbounds in malls in Kansas City or thereabouts?
I mean, I live in Lawrence, so like the KC area. I don't even know anymore. I think Earthbound for sure. I think
Okay.
I've seen that. Actually, one was here in Lawrence, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. Like it's weird. A lot of restaurants lines like that go through Kansas still don't appear in Lawrence. They'll appear in Kansas City, but like Casey's kind of like it's pretty much becoming like an industry place where a lot of people live there, but more and more like the voice acting industry and like there's just whole pots of Kaisi.
There's
There's
whole
whole parts
pots
of-
of Kaisi.
There's whole. I'll try to be like what's his name, like Russell Brand. There's whole pots of Kaisi, but they're just old and rusted down and don't really have any purpose anymore. And a lot of companies are coming in and buying that property up, and then they're moving Midwest because honestly, it's the most cost efficient because it's closest to everywhere. Right?
That makes sense.
And there's going to be a monorail from Kansas City to Kansas City to St. Louis, which is usually like a 4-hour, and it'll be like a bullet train in about 20 minutes. And so
that's exciting.
there's another reason why that stuff is moving that way. But as for I've heard of Earthbound, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it when I'm over there. What kind of shop is it?
It is a I want to say like a G-rated head shop, but they sell a lot of like Buddha statues,
Okay.
incense, and they always sell hermit crabs, like a big thing full of hermit crabs.
So okay, so we have something like that in Lawrence locally. It's called Third Planet.
Okay.
And it's kind of like
That sounds about right.
your yeah. I mean, yeah. It has all that Zen shit and like the tie-dye
Yeah.
clothes
That-
and like
yeah, that's
necklaces and like it's pretty much just like, hey, hippies, welcome, come on in,
yeah. They're
buy a
always like-
water pipe from us,
yeah.
water pipe,
Just
say
a-
bong,
A tobacco
and you're-
whiter pipe.
and you have to walk out of the store. You're banned from the store if you call it a bong. That's just how.
I know, yeah. They sell a lot, like Romancing the Stone always got like world music playing. And like,
Yep,
yeah,
and they also
yeah.
are like selling those. What are those little pots that make pitches? It's like you turn them over, and they're kind of like a turtle shell. They're round, and then like you see people hitting them, and they've got little dividends, and it's like a bell. They have those. I just don't. I don't know what they're called.
It's kind of like a steel, almost like a steel drum, but a little different.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think Mom actually has one of those. Now that I think about
They're
it.
cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But it's that kind of shop.
Yeah.
I have a shirt somewhere from like the world's first head shop in California, called the Black.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was pretty nuts in there. It was pretty cool to step into kind of a part of history because it was the first one that was able to exist inside the law. But they have like all of these old rules, like you can't like here you can't call it a bong. You have to call it a wider pipe. If you call it a bong, they have to ask you to leave the store.
Huh.
I mean, probably not now anymore. That was like, God, I visited there like 7 years ago.
This Mom's heading out. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Goodbye.
She's all our mom now. Oh,
Yeah.
your mom are belong to us.
Yeah, that's always pretty wild. And yeah. It seemed like every mall I'd go to had an Earthbound or Romancing the Stone, but now, like, well, for one, I don't go to malls that often, but like a lot of them, closed up shop. No one wants their hermit crabs. It's just always be this big square, like they just paint all the shells.
Since the dawn of time, I have never heard of someone who desperately wanted crabs.
Wah,
Give me those crabs.
wah.
We got crabs. Crabs by the bucket.
We got gumbo crabs, we got jumbo crabs, we got sauteed crabs, we got itchy crabs, we got crotch crabs, we got...
Wah.
I don't have to get so crabby about it. Groan. Groan man laughing at his own puns.
This is very much the stream of me just rambling about stuff that comes in my head. But like, maybe a segue to be like, man, hermit crabs, like they crawl out of their shell to find a bigger shell when they like are aging and stuff, and it makes me be like, well, how did the first big shell come around?
That's right.
They're always
What
just
came
sitting in
first?
the shell. Yeah. Who is the really big hermit crab? All the hermit crabs.
We set the status, the trend-setting hermit crab.
Yeah. The original renting creature. Moving on up. New shelf, new me. Like the bit in Futurama when it's like they're on the undersea episode and it's like Zoidberg has the shell he's living in. It's like, oh no, my house burned down. How did this happen? That's a good question.
Goddamn Zoidberg.
Oh yeah, that's where I left my cigar. That just raises further questions.
Yay! Hopefully you didn't lose too much.
No, it looks like I didn't.
Awesome.
Make sure you start streaming in OBS again.
Yeah, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie will be returning momentarily.
Yay.
F5. Nope, no, Jeff, don't screw this up. Set to 3, which you should be set to 1. Perfect. Jelly donut turn around.
Ooh, that jelly donut turn around.
It sounds like a type of turnaround. Just the jelly donut turnaround.
Give me one of them jelly donut turn around.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I'll do it again.
Nice.
I don't like the way you turn
Heard
around,
of the
jelly.
there's a 23 skidoo and there's a jelly donut turn around.
Turn that ass around more. Damn, jelly.
Damn,
You got a lot of feeling in that.
I'm feeling it.
When you get that feeling, you get jelly feeling.
Nice.
You lost that jelly feeling. Oh, that jelly fella.
This is why no one watches us.
They don't like me butchering a Hall & Oates song.
Such a strange name for a band. Where are they hauling these oats to?
Yeah, it sounds like a breakfast cereal.
It really does.
Have you
Yeah.
eaten your Hall & Oates today?
Nice.
As a matter of fact, I haven't.
We got Hall & Oates. We got Simon and Garfunkel cereal.
Cinnamon and Garfunkel.
Oh, nice.
I gotta get that parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Oh man.
That's what they put in every spoonful. It's a very savory cereal for some reason.
It sounds absolutely horrifying.
Now I just want to see like cereal mascot cartoon commercials of like Simon and Garfunkel.
Do you want a serial killer? Because that's how you get serial killers.
Yes.
There you go. Now he doesn't look so fat on the front shot.
Jelly dough nut.
Jelly
No!
nut.
Dope! Jelly dope.
Dude, a bit more arcs on there. I think his face needs to go down a little on the front view just so you get that nice arc. Travis knows all about arcs, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah.
So important, though. They really are.
Mm.
Let's bring that to
There you go. That's a little better.
Message from Uber noting that, reminding me to order after food. Being like, hey, it's your buddies at Uber. Get take out.
support your essential workers.
Yeah.
Get out there and support your essential workers. Risk your own life. Don't worry, we'll drop it off at your house. Just wash your hands. Wash your hands anyways, you filthy, filthy mother.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Wash your hands. Boop. That is all.
That was a big firework. Holy fuck. When it shakes your whole house.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow, dude.
Well, see, I live by the
Man
river.
down by the river.
I totally do. Yeah. See, but anyways, I live by the river, and that's where the city does the fireworks because that's like the safest. They do it on the river, so it's pretty cool. But also like until like 1 a.m.
Oh, you're finally sick of it.
Wow, that sounded great! Wow! Can't imagine what that one looked like. Another firework, followed by another firework. Another left turn.
That's what I'm missing.
Aha.
It's like, why is it so jumpy? It's like, oh, because you're going from 3/4 front to 3/4 back.
Aha.
That'll do it.
Although a profile jelly donut's gonna be kind of tricky.
Oh yeah, is it gonna be just like you barely see the powder on the side?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cheat it and not do a full profile view and do it just kind of like almost like an overshot 3/4 view, if you will.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There we go. Okay, I'm liking that.
Live, laugh, shove.
Shiv, shaft, shove.
Those are the mottos for wrestling.
Nice.
I need that profile in there. That's really gonna bring it together. Profile really brought that room together, man.
Nice arm.
You peed on my rug, man. Such a good move. Big Lebowski is Tron. I like Jeff Bridges, though, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I keep thinking back to Cartoon Network did like a Mad cartoon series for a while, like the Mad magazine thing,
Huh.
which was very hit and miss. But they did they were doing a True Grit parody with Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh Grit.
That's funny.
but there was a part where it's like stop right. yeah. There's a part when they're like stop right there. It's like oh no, it's Jeff Bridges. And me. Oh no, Jeff Bridges from Tron. And me. Oh no, young Jeff Bridges from Tron. 3 different Jeff Bridges.
It's just all. Oh
But
man.
yes, it's Cool Grit. Some of the bits were pretty good. Some were good, some were terrible.
Just like the magazine.
Yeah.
Are they still going, or are they actually done now?
I think they went out of business, maybe a year or 2 ago.
I see. Not surprised, though. Well, they still don't like you.
I know. Look at their faces.
I'm angry.
Just big old unhappy days.
Ooh, oh yeah, I saw the Will Ferrell Eurovision movie.
How was it?
The song at the end was pretty damn good, actually.
I know, it actually got some
Yeah.
tears out of me during that last song.
I was like, "Gah!"
Wow.
Yeah, I actually I came in with incredibly low expectations. I was expecting a 0, but I actually thought it was pretty good.
Huh.
Not great, but pretty good.
You know how Tenacious D, it felt like a Will Ferrell Tenacious D.
Interesting.
I liked that like the characters actually felt kind of endearing and like were kind of like likable.
When there's a certain thing where he leaves town, and I won't say what reason, but Travis, when you saw everyone wave, were you secretly waiting for them to cheer, like that they left? Because I kind of was. I was kind of like,
yeah, that's true. I was expecting that joke to happen and it didn't.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's genuine. What?
But yeah, it does have actually weirdly some genuine moments, and like in general, the two mains are pretty like they have aspirations.
Yeah, it's rounded characters. It's not just
Yeah.
like no reason just for goofiness. Like it's not like Elf.
Interesting. Because when you see something, when you see the trailer, you kind of assume it's just another Will Ferrell romp. You know?
I mean, honestly, I wish I could. I don't want to ruin, because the whole movie builds up to this actually really, I feel, good song, and
Yeah.
and like it kicks ass. But I like they have to show, they can't show like the big one for the trailer, but like I wish there was. Like, they do this
hint?
montage like any songwriting comedy thing would be, of like just showing ridiculous like fake songs that happen, like A Mighty Wind, that sort of style. But they don't. I felt like they didn't do it enough in the film. You'll see, but definitely like watch it. It's fun. It's definitely like you have to like Will Ferrell. It's like Adam Sandler. Like
you have to be into it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with Will Ferrell, I found, it's like sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. Like Anchorman, I loved him. You know, Stranger Than Fiction, I loved him. Talladega Nights, not a big fan. You know, but
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not. He's a great actor. He's an absolutely great actor.
Absolutely.
So it's that he's been typecast in this like
Man-child.
like Stewart type role, honestly,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't give him room.
Sure.
Like there's this. Remember the little skit he got? Must have been like 10 years, maybe even 10 years ago. He put it on YouTube, and it was Child Landlord, and it had this little baby with a bottle who was the landlord, and it just showed him open the door with his hair all messed up, like no makeup, totally just rogue shot. Like they were on the property and they just wanted to do this, and he got the child to say, "Give me my fucking money, bitch!" Like it was so good. Just hearing a small child, it's harmless because the child doesn't know. It's fine.
Oh, no.
And then people they wanted to get up in arms, but it was so fucking funny. It's just so ridiculous and cool that they got a child to be able to like hold enough attention on that to do it enough to get those lines. Like that was great. Directing children, I've done it, is really, really tough. You can't
Sucks.
it sucks, but you have to you can't hate them because they have so much fucking energy that like you can see it balling up inside them, and they're not losing interest so much as like they're interested in fucking everything. So you gotta keep them excited for it and try to do that for hours.
Not as easy as one might think. Ja, man.
And the actor who plays, I won't say his name because it's kind of a cool cameo to watch, who plays Will Ferrell's father is pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, ding dong.
So worth watching is what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
Especially when like Hollywood's frozen and there's nothing new coming out for a while.
Seriously.
And it's a bummer, but no one said like, "Ooh, virus, right on."
Yeah.
This is my favorite shit right here.
Yeah.
I mean, speak for yourself. I was stoked.
Well, you get to like.
I mean, nothing really changed for me.
No. Yes. I sit in my home every day like this all the time. I've been
I'm out.
quarantining
I mean,
for
I'm
10
out
years.
of college right now, and because college is trying to semi-open for the fall, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back again because they don't seem to fucking care. They just want our money, but my grant will be taken away if I don't. So I'm like, it's such a horrible situation. But honestly, it's like $1,000 grant. The only problem is if I go back and I apply for one, the odds are I'm not gonna get it because I didn't. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. I just don't want to spend the money,
I don't blame you.
especially right now when I'm gonna need it. Shit, like this TV thing. Like now I was gonna get a new screen anyways, like an actual computer screen instead of a TV. But like, it sucks when like a smart TV is really convenient. You don't even realize it until like you lose it, because it's like you can share it. You can watch something on your phone and just throw it up on the screen and that sort of shit. So.
Yeah.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Parking lot. Ooh, bop bop bop. Bop bop bop.
It's a robot rendition of Dave Paradise.
Ooh, bop, bop, bop.
No, that's a heavy smoker. That's
Come on, kids. There's nothing wrong with smoking.
they took our jobs.
Come check out our Screamo band. Ruh.
So bad.
I don't know how that got in my head.
Raw.
Jelly donut turn around. Needs some refinement, but he looks pretty good.
Those refined sugars.
It's refined sugars.
Oh, that's
We're
awesome.
we're only the most refined of sugars. That should be because a lot of the candies in this world are like the rich people because they
Yeah,
control the flow of sugar, which is essentially their goal.
The
right?
spice.
So I'll have to do that. We're only the finest refined sugars.
Oh, just a couple of minutes left already.
Yeah.
And so it is. And so he is.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of our stream for today. As I said in the beginning, we're only doing a 2-hour stream today due to prior obligations. We'll be back next week with a full 3-hour stream with us. Again, I want to say thank you to Travis Fowler and Mike Murphy for coming and joining me and Natalie today to do our stream as per usual. It's always been a blast talking nerdy stuff, politics, and making fun of our drawings. It's great. Anyone out there who's new to us, we are an animation studio and basically an all-around creative studio doing everything from live-action film to animation to comics. We're all working here as artists together to bring our passions live together with you, from script to screen, from script to comic, whatever it may be. So make sure you get out there and follow our artists individually. I'll have all of their channels information up at the end of the stream here. And also make sure to follow Twitch 50 Studios around the web on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and there's one more there, isn't there? Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. We will be back again next week, so make sure you join us and come in and chat with us, ask us about our process, talk geek talk with us, talk movies, anything you want. Anyways, again, guys, thanks for sharing. It's been great hanging out with you again.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys all next week.
Auf Wiedersehen!
Auf Wiedersehen!
Hey, hey.